All right, let's focus on our bathroom now. We will have to put a door, obviously, to this bathroom in here at some point, but let's begin with the essentials. We know that we want to get a toilet in here. And I would like to see the toilet maybe over here on this side. Now the toilet plumbing fixture needs to be a minimum of 15 inches from the edge of the wall, which it did exactly that. So I'm going to leave that dimension in there to make sure that we see that that toilet is in a proper position from the wall. I would like to, next to the toilet, put in a small wall-mounted sink. So I'm going to go back to architecture components, and I'm going to pick the default sink that's in here, square sink. I know this is called a vanity square sink, but we're going to pretend that this is going to be a wall-mounted sink. And maybe we'll go and look for one on Revit City, but for now it's going to hold the place for the sink. Put that sink here. Now that sink can't be any closer than 4 inches from the edge of the wall, so I'm again going to check that with annotate. Pick the edge of the sink, pick the edge of the wall. That's 4 1/8, so we are good. And then I'm going to see if we can squeeze a shower in on one side here. And I think if we were to create a shower alcove over here, we would be able to do it. So I'm going to break this wall. And I'm going to fillet this wall together, or trim. It's called trim in Revit. And I'm going to pull this wall out a little bit. Let's try 8 feet. And adjust its height. Okay, so length rather. Let's bring that back out. And then I'm going to add a little wall segment here. So we'll go back to wall, and we should still be at 2x4 walls, so we'll put the wall in here, and it creates a little alcove. Now in order to get the alcove at the right size, I need to see a reference of what size shower I'm going to put in here. There happens to be just a 2D version of a shower in Revit, no 3D version. And we will deal with that later again, but we're going to use that shower just to see how much space it's going to take up. So here's our shower 2D stall. And now we know that the shower is the right size. I want to see that the dimension makes sense here and here. It does. And I also want to see if the dimension makes sense in this direction, and it looks like that it does. So there's our new layout. We could make adjustments with this wall and actually put this wall out to here and maybe create a little linen closet here for storage. It could be a very tiny linen closet. So let's see if we can get a door in here. I'm going to switch to our 24 by 80 door, and I think I might want to have it going in the opposite direction, opening out into the hallway. And I don't think it much matters which direction the swing goes in. Remember, this is just a tiny little camp, so we're just getting enough amenities in here for survival. Now I have an opportunity to put that little window right here. So I'm going to go back to Windows, and I'm going to look for a window that's similar to the one that was shown in the drawing. The 16 by 48 or 16 by 24 might work. So I'll put that back here and ensure that the head height is at the 6 feet 8 inches. So now let's take a look at our 3D model. Oh, before we do that, I noticed that that window disappeared. That is because the sill of the window is above the cut plane. So we're going to adjust that right now. With this view highlighted, make sure that this is the view that's current, and we can tell that that's the view that's current because it says floor plan over here. You can adjust your view's properties over here in properties, just like you can adjust items you select. So we want to edit our view range, and we want to change our cut plane from 4 feet to maybe 5 feet. And that should bring that sill back into the view. Okay, so we just moved our cut plane up in order to see that new window. Uh, there's our model of our house so far. So now I think we're ready to go ahead and add the roof and add the porch. So take a look at the next video to do that.